Right, well, today we'll do a random, very well made music blog video thing. And the record that I picked uh, for today's analysis, as it were, is Caldera. It's the first album by the band Caldera. For the uninitiated, this is jazz fusion, and that's a genre that often gets a bit maligned and slagged off, which is kind of a shame because this album is kind of really summery. It is jazz fusion, but it's kind of really summery. It's got a good blend of like samba and jazz funk on it, and sort of other interesting kind of sounds and melodies and things. And it's very much of its time. It's very much like Return to Forever with Chick Corea, a little bit less noodly. Weather Report, again, a little bit less cerebral and noodly. And they made 4 albums on Capitol. This is the first one. I think it's the best one. I've got like the first 2. I kind of grew up with this album. The front cover gives you a sort of an indication of what the album may sound like. It's probably got one of the best back covers that I've seen on an album, a back cover band photo. I'm going to pose the question: would you buy a used cocaine dealership from these guys? Let's spin them around. Here we go. Look at this is Caldera. They all come from different parts of the world, so they're kind of an integrated unit. If we go from, let's work this out. Let's go from left to right then. So we've got Steve. He was the sax player. We've got Carlos there. What was Carlos? He is the drummer. Mike, the next one. He's Mike Azevedo Baiano. He's congas. Eduardo, he's acoustic pianos and synthesizer. We've got Dean, I think he's the bass player. He looks like he should be a bass player. If he's not a bass player, he definitely should be a bass player. Yeah, we've got Jorge, I always forget his name. It's what is his name? Jose Struns, that's the one. He apparently went on to like an acoustic sort of avenue after he left Caldera. And they never really did anything. Well, obviously they made 4 albums, but they never were really successful. I think the music was always a slightly acquired taste. I used to love this album, and then kind of when I heard like more experimental and out there sort of jazz, I kind of dismissed it a little bit, thinking it was a bit sort of safe and produced. And this album isn't produced actually. This album's got it's got an expansive kind of sound, but it's not really produced. The other Caldera albums go more into a slicker, slightly 80s sounding production. This has got a bit of an earthier sound to it. There's a lot of percussion. There's sort of weird kind of breathy sort of wordless vocals singing quite a lot of the melodies. I don't know if you can see that, we've got the symbol from the I Ching there. I think Caldera's are volcanoes. That's that I Ching symbol there is the cauldron, or ting I think it's called. I can't remember what number it comes in hexagrams, but it's sort of it's of a fiery, a fiery nature, a melting pot, I think is what they're trying to imply. If that isn't a visual representation of a melting pot there, I don't know what is, but I am being rather facetious because this is a great album. And to demonstrate that now, we're going to rather sophisticatedly and amateurishly swing over to the record player. So there will be some slight disturbance, which you're going to experience now. So here we go. Thinking that he briefly saw me then. I'm trying to remain an elusive figure, which for those of you who know me is probably the best option. Again, trying to get the record player into focus. This time we'll actually try and see the needle. You probably see the top of my head. That's lovely. Right, this is a track called Coastin'. This has got a wicked bass line on it, this song. It's also got a really good guitar break. I don't know if we're going to play it all, but there we go. nice pop there for you on the record. So there we go, that was Caldera. The full album is actually, I think, loaded in full on YouTube, so if you type in Caldera Band, I think it pops up, or the tracks do anyway, and you can hear all the 4 albums on there. I'd maybe recommend the one that came after, which is called Sky Islands. I think the 2 after, there's one called Time and Chance. I always get it confused. I think it's Time and Chance, and then Dreamer. They're okay, but I would definitely recommend this album. I'm a little bit spaced out now, so I'm going to sign off. Hope you enjoyed that. Feedback, if you want, would be appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to try and turn this off now. Like that. Has it gone? I'm not sure if it stopped ages ago.